Hello guys, today I'll be breaking down exactly how to pass the prop firm accounts, the eval accounts, showing you two methods. The first method is going to be the aggressive way, and the second method is going to be, which is the more sustainable one, is a safer way based on how I trade one trade a day. Let's get into it. So, today I'll be covering for the 50k accounts, eval accounts. Actually, it does not matter whether it's 100k, 150, 200, 300, etc. The concept applies on each account size. So I'll be talking about the 50k. Usually, the target for all 50k's prop firms are $3,000 target. The drawdown is 2,000. Some of them have some daily loss limit, usually around 1,000, and some don't. And the one trade a day, it always cleans your mind, man. Just treat it as funded. It is hard at first, but think of the reward at the end. How this funded account will reward you and eventually maybe change your life. Starting with the aggressive method, one thing to note, guys, you need to pick one strategy. Fixate on one strategy. Do not jump between strategy and strategy. No matter what, funded or EVAs, in general, just pick one strategy and stick to it. Right? Once this is done, then you need to risk $750 per trade. So talking into, I'm just sharing this in the perspective of top step rules, my funded future rules, alpha futures rules. Some prop firms, they allow you to pass the same day, but you have a daily drawdown of literally half of the drawdown. So that means if the maximum drawdown is 2,000, probably 1,000 is your daily drawdown, which is kind of suck, kind of bad. So this is the safer approach, right? Top Step offer it, also my funded futures and alpha futures. There's a 50% consistency rule. Alright? That means you cannot win more than 1,500 a day. Okay? So we are risking to risk to reward. We risk $750 per trade. If you win 1,500 you have in the pocket, then the other day, if you risk 750, you win, account is passed, right? If you lose first day, then you need to win another day and then another day, probably also like 3 more days. Like, you get the point. You do the calculations. That's just for simplicity's sake. So what is the pros and the cons? The pros, obviously, fast pass. You get your funded account very fast, saves you a lot of time. And the cons, it's high risk, high reward. If you have a very, let's say, choppy day, there is no news within the week, I don't know, market being like May, anything happen would just result in blowing the accounts. So you need to put that into consideration, and also it's not beginner friendly. It needs some experience, right? Like in trading live, and the strategy itself. So that, like, if it has like a minor retracement, you do not FOMO and close the trade like instantly. You need to just lock in and just stick to the rules, stick to the plan, and that's it. This is more of an advanced way, and like it's extremely aggressive. You need to be at least trading live with that strategy 2 to 3 months, right? That's how I passed actually my top step accounts, my 5 top step accounts. I blew the first time. The second time I got them all. So for the safer method, which I highly recommend to everyone, to be honest, because it has some peace of mind when it comes to trading, right? That's for the 50k accounts. Do not forget that fact. 50k account evals, you risk $250 to $300, whatever you want. I suggest 250, to be honest, right? One trade a day. That's it, and there's a very important rule here. If you have 3 wins in a row, you slightly increase your risk. Let's say you won 250. That's like $500 to risk to reward. Then just increase 100, 150. Depends on how the environment, the trading environment is behaving, right? Is it choppy? Is it not? Like, is it good? Is there enough liquidity in the market? Is there major news that potentially move the entire futures market, etc., right? But if you lose, so on the fourth trade that you want to trade, you lost it. Let's say you risk $400 and then you lost, and then you just go back to your initial risk, $250 to $300, and so on, right? I can guarantee you, if you actually follow this rule, right, within 2 to 3 weeks of decent PA, you will pass the account. I'm not saying amazing PA, because you might have 4 winning streak, you need like 5 to 6 winning streak, and then you pass the account. Decent PA, maybe 2 3 weeks, because you have to expect some losses. Obviously, not everything is just rainbows. Because you will once you hit that loss, you like probably you'll feel a bit sad, right? So just give it a room, 2 to 3 weeks, and then you'll be happy. Trust me, this is guaranteed. And let's say for some reason you made a mistake, you kind of slightly increased the risk more than normal, and then the time has come to pay the monthly subscription, because the EVAs account are monthly subscription, right? The last 2 days before the renewal, send it. Go back to the advanced and not advanced, the aggressive method, and just send it. Full risk on the table for you to pass the account. All right. That's basically how I personally treat prop firm, like the eval accounts, because I don't want to stay longer. I get bored with this. My top step account, I passed them within actually 4 days, because the first 2 days I had a terrible PA, and then the second 2 days the odds were to my favor. Clean PA, following my rule, 1 trade a day, and that's it. For the alpha futures that I passed last week, it took me 2 weeks and a half probably, following the safer method, because I know the PA is disgusting recently, so I do not want to waste my money, right? And that'll be it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoy it. Please, if you have any questions, or if you know any way that is better than mine, please share in the comment section. I'll try to reply to everyone. Have a good day. I'll see you to the next one. Peace.